Thanks, Rich. Do you believe in Santa? If you don't, I don't know if he comes to your house. And there is evidence he actually exists. Carrie is talking with Dr. Lloyd Darrow about jolly old St. Nick. Carrie?
Oh, he exists, and we've got the proof this morning, right?
That's right.
This is something that my kids, every year, they try and catch a glimpse of Santa, and they swear they have. We just don't have any photographs yet to prove it. But you, that's where you've actually got proof that Santa
I do
exists.
indeed, yes. I work with an organization called TIERD, which stands for Tangible Evidence, Real Discoveries. And TIERD, what we do is we gather any kind of information and data that will prove that Santa Claus exists. And we found some pretty exciting things.
T-E-R-D?
TERD.org.
Just got to make sure you say it the right way.
Yeah, I've had some jokes about that lately.
All right. Now, where did you get this video? Tell us all about the video.
Well, the video itself, well, there's me doing something with my head, but the video we were watching earlier of Santa Claus is something that was, there were two gentlemen,
Okay.
A gentleman named Robert Walters, another gentleman named Aaron Garner. And in 1949, they were doing an Arctic exploration, and they disappeared. 26 years later, they were found. Well, they weren't found, but a film, a roll of film was found, and a shovel handle and some other strange, odd things. And this film was kept sort of lock, stock, and key, you know, tied up for 40 years. But then we finally have access to it, and we watched it. And there's some incredible things that you can see on this
Okay,
film.
well, let's look at the film closely and look at some of these incredible things. So these were explorers
Right.
found with, well, we found their shovel and
Shovel?
video. What did the shovel?
Yeah, it's some film. Who knows? Maybe
Who
they
knows?
were digging
Okay.
for gold. Who knows what they were doing? But
In the Antarctic.
as you can see, they're kind of excited because they see something in the distance. You can see it there.
Okay.
And right now, that just looks like a little gray blob. But you know, when we get a little bit closer, you can actually see that that is someone who's very tall, has a long white beard, has long white hair. And what appears to be a long, sort of reddish coat with white trim
Hey,
on it.
there
it
you
is.
go. There's
Okay.
a close-up. Okay, so
So
that looks like
fascinating, isn't
Santa
it?
to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it
and
looks like
so-
he might. Does he have a toy sack on
There's
his
no
back?
pack, which is really interesting because he may have just been out for a pleasure walk. But it's very fascinating because if this was somebody walking in the Arctic Circle, he would have to have something to sort of maintain life, and he doesn't. So this is somebody who's always very accustomed to living up there.
Now, any evidence of the reindeer or anything like that, or?
Well, we do know reindeer exist, obviously.
Right.
But not.
But not on-
according to
we
what
don't have it on footage.
However, we do have some Egyptian hieroglyphs, some papyrus, which dates all the way back to 1342 BC, and in those. On those papyrus papers, there is a very clear Santa Claus figure and a reindeer right next to it, which is absolutely exciting.
And what are you doing with this video now?
Well, what we're doing right now is I'm just amassing all of this evidence, and I am doing a particular experiment this Christmas Eve, where I am cleaning my entire house of any kind of Christmas present, Christmas toy, or anything. And I've set some scientific equipment up, and we are going to monitor to see if Santa Claus actually shows up.
You're going to catch Santa, aren't you?
We're going to catch him. This is a project that I'm kind of doing on my own. I do have an intern that sort of helps me, but for the most part, this is my project, and we're going to see what happens this Christmas.
And you have two kids, and they're probably all
I
for
do.
it, right?
Oh, they're
Probably
very
willing to
supportive.
help.
This is kind of interesting Christmas for them, but we're really focusing on Santa in our house this year.
Because, it's probably time we have some new video if the last was shot in 1940.
That's right. It's time for an update.
It's
so that's
up
what we're going
to
to do.
you.
That's right, Carrie. That's what we're going to do.
All right, well, good luck on your
Thank you.
quest.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for bringing that video in, because a lot of kids, we all know he's out there, but we've got video.
This year
now.
we're going to prove it.
That's right. Okay. Dan?
Pretty dangerous project when the last people to get Santa on film disappeared. I don't know, Dr. Darrow. Better be careful. Whether you want to get better or